Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers. I'm Mick, and this is my lovely little son Riley, and we're going to be doing a service. Oh yeah, Riley bumped his head last night. He's got a big bump on his head at the moment, haven't you? Yeah. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? Yeah. Okay, well you'll be okay. So today we're doing a quick service on my own Hayter 48, which I use myself. It's my own mower. It works quite hard throughout the season because it cuts not just my lawn, it cuts my neighbours, and it also cuts next door. It also cuts 4 or 5 lawns every fortnight, and then anyone else can advertise in my local area for grass cutting and what have you as well. So it does quite a bit of work. The blade will need sharpening, but I won't be replacing it, and we're going to be doing a oil change, spark plug change, pull cord change as well, also because the pull cord does need doing. It's a bit worn. A general tidy up and what have you. So the belts on this are fine. This has 2 belts. It has the drive belt and it also has a variable speed, and they both work absolutely fine. So I shan't be touching any of those 2. So without further ado, Riley, let's get down and let's get dirty and let's check out this Hayter. Okay, so here is my Hayter 48 with variable drive, Briggs and Stratton on the top. We're going to be doing a service on this one today, but just before we do, just a little update. Sold a mower yesterday, Riley, did we? Yeah. Sold a mower yesterday, which was a little Hayter 41. I think it was a Harrier, actually. Harrier, one with the 2 wheels on the back.
Where?
And in exchange, a gentleman has bought us this little one, which is a Power Devil, which is your standard run-of-the-mill. Bring any of the sons in a way, but run-of-the-mill sort of low economy style mowers. So he bought this in for part exchange. It's got a broken airbox, but on top of that, he also wants me to have a look at his McCulloch strimmer as well, which is currently not working. I've had a quick little look at it, and it's showing signs of
here?
Lack of maintenance where the hoses have actually snapped. So I've got to do that as well. So that'll be another little project to get that up and running. But the little devil itself, broken airbox, as I say, that should just fit back on top. I might try and aerodize it before I go down the road looking at other spares for it, but we'll see how we get on. Look at the air filter in here. It's just a foam air filter. Looks really clean actually. That's good. So let's just see if this little devil runs. Well, he said it does, so let's have a quick little look. There's not a primer bulb on it. There's a choke and throttle here. Let's give it a couple of pulls, Riley boy, and see what happens.
Why?
There you go. So that runs. It wants a bit of TLC. It wants, the dead man's hand has ran the wrong way. It should be running the other way. Bit of tightening up. These are broken on here. Just a few little jobs. Give them a jet wash because it should clean up. It's just oil and dirt on there, so that should just clean up. So that's a future project. We can get on with that one later on.
Why?
So back to the Hayter. Okay, so first thing we do, let's have a look at the air filter. So what it looks like. Whiz that off. Undo that. That drops off and comes off. It's not too bad inside here. Bit of dirt. The air filter itself, as you can see, it was new. You know, it's not too bad. It's just showing signs of a bit of age. It also backed up with a little tiny foam filter on top of gauze, which I should be blowing out. So that one's blowing out. That won't be replaced, but this filter certainly will be. So what I want to do is just literally get my air compressor fired up, clean this area out. That filter's going to go for a Burton. I've got new filters to go in. I want to give this a clean as well, the air compressor, and then that'll be ready to take a new filter. There's a little bit of oil in here, not a great deal. It's fine. This hasn't been run up and started since I started the other week actually, I believe. Yeah, I did start the other week, but before that it was before Christmas. But I know it runs. It hunts a little tiny bit, but then settles down afterwards, and it's pretty much always done that. So I'm not too overly concerned. Let's get this bit cleaned up first, and then we move on to it. Right, so that's all cleaned off now, all blown off. We've got some new filters to come in. which I got off of eBay. I think these were about £4 for 5. I got them for. There was a price drop on it, but they're brand new. And they fit in there just absolutely perfect.
Perfect?
Yeah, so that'll go in there later on. I'm not going to fit it in now because I want to do an oil change, but
why not?
That's where it goes. So that'll be done a bit later on. Just want to clean this side off here. I don't want to encourage any dirt into the carburetor. Okay, so that's nice and warmed up. It is still hunting, but I won't be able to double check that until the filter goes back in. So let's just spin it around, get rid of a grass box. We don't need a grass box, do we, Riley? We just want the mower. Let's spin it around a touch. Do what, mate? You want to say something? Oh, sticky tape. Okay. Right, let me just grab my my oil. Thank you, buddy. Just grab my oil extractor.
I'll help.
You can help. You can definitely help.
I'll tell Mummy.
You're going to tell Mummy? What are you going to tell Mummy? You've been helping?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, so all we're going to do literally is grab a rag.
No tissue.
It's a rag, it's like a tissue, same sort of thing, son.
It is tissue.
Right. I'm just literally going to wipe that off.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting, are you? Okay, buddy. You know where it goes, though. Where's it go? You can put it in there, see? 7 years old, look, he knows exactly what to do and where to go.
You guys.
You show me, guys. That's it. Well done. Good talking, Riley.
Show you pop.
Hang on then. Let's get a bit closer so it goes all the way down the bottom. It's important to get all the oil out.
Guys.
You're going to show us, guys. Do you hear that? That's Riley talking to you.
What?
All right, pump away then, Riley, and you'll see the oil. Pump away. You'll see the oil starting to come down the tube. There it is. I'm going to bit far. Let Daddy hold it one-handed, mate. That's it. You can help as well, yeah. You help. That's it. And all we're going to do is just going to strap this all out of this engine.
Why not?
And then when it's done, we'll come back and we'll tip it up on its side and get this blade off and sharpened.
That.
Okay, that's now just started to take the last of that out pretty much. I had a comment on here yesterday. A gentleman, I can't remember your name, you're going to have to forgive me. But he wanted to know, or would like to have seen, yes, in Yestie's service, would like to have seen me gapping a spark plug, which is, to be fair, there's lots of videos on YouTube on how to do that, but if it's just you want to see me do it as part of the service, that's absolutely fine. So for this lawnmower, I've gone on to just a download PDF version. Here's my mower here, Hayter 48, and all we're looking for is a spark plug, which I had 2 seconds ago. Dead man's handle, it's about halfway down. Keep going, there it is here. So to check the spark plug for this one, the filler gauge must be set at 0.50 millimeters there. So there it is there. Do we have our gap setter, Riley?
Yeah.
Lovely. Yeah. Got a gap setter. So I'm going to whip the spark plug out and then we'll get that gapped with a new spark plug.
Daddy?
Yes, bud?
I help?
You can help. You can always help. This will be quite warm because the engine has been run up, so I want to put it up on the top just to cool down a bit. No touching it, Riley, it's very hot.
Whoa.
So this spark plug we have in here is a Champion currently, which is a J19LM. I'll just go and grab my new spark plugs. Right, got a new spark plug, straight out the old box. Brand firing. It's exactly the same spark plug, but this is an NGK. It's exactly the same reach, which is what you want. And then all you want to do, let's just look at the old spark plug first before we do. As you can see, a little bit of carbon, not a great deal. The point is still white in places, which means my lawnmower is running exactly as it should do. So I'm happy with that. So that's a good spark plug. I'll keep it as a backup, as a spare. But I'm going to be putting a new one in. So all you do with these, literally, is get your feeler gauge out. All these have different thicknesses. So for instance, this one is, let's go top end. So it's a 0.013. If you haven't got, 50 mil, all you do is you find the numbers and you add them all up to get pretty much to 50 mil where you need it. So here you go. We're after 50 mil, and all I've got here is 35, 13, and 2. Add them together as your 50. you whack it in the plug. That just opening up just ever so slightly. So I'm just going to grab a little screwdriver, just open it up just a touch, and then literally just get your 50mm gauge. It's actually not far out. Just give it a tap on top, just to bring it down where it wants to be. And there's just a little bit of resistance in there, not a lot. Not a lot, just you can just see it just scraping, just a touch. So that's gapped exactly right. So that's how you do it. You can buy these on Amazon, Halfords, anywhere like that. You can buy these. Come in different sizes, metrics, all sorts, imperials for lots. So they're widely available and very, very cheap. So pick a set up. So that is how you gap the spark plug for your desired lawnmower. Just make sure you download the correct manual, because they are all different. So I'm going to leave the spark plug out for now. I'll put it alongside the filter. In fact, I'll put it in a box so it don't get dirty. Next thing I want to do is I want to tip this lawnmower up on its side. The oil is now all done and out. So before I fill it up, I want to tip it up on its side and have this blade off. You can help. Have this blade off and inspect what that looks like. I dare say it's going to be beaten up because it does do a lot of work, as I said, this lawnmower, so it will want some serious grinding, no doubt. So let's get up on its side and we'll have a look. Because I want to tip the lawnmower up, I want to make sure I tip it up tank side up on this one, or you can tip it up backwards, but it is quite a heavy lawnmower. Let's see if it tipped backwards first. Mind yourself there, Riley boy, I don't want to catch you. That might be right like that. We'll go forward a touch more. Let me get it set up for you. Right, so I've tipped the lawnmower back, spark plug is out, so there's no chance of this engine firing up. As you can see, a bit of dirt under here which wants cleaning off. I'm not overly concerned because it's a plastic deck. However, I do have a bit of damage here which I'll have to fix. I might just get something across there and just rivet a little strap across there just to hold it. But as I say, it's my own mower, so I'm not particularly fussed. Let's have this belt off and see what secrets that's got for us. What size are we looking at here, Riley boy? That's too big. 14. That's a 13. Let's try a 14, which is that one. There. Yeah, that'll do it. Right. You fasten my airline, please, Riley. This there, mate. The blue one. Yeah, just pick it up. There's one below. Pick it up, mate. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine. Daddy wouldn't let you come to any danger or anything like that. Just come and give it to me. There's a good boy. Well done for being brave. Good lad. Right. Compressor might fire up, Riley, okay? So just be aware of that. So put the air gun into reverse. Stick it on the old bolt. Make sure it's well on there. You don't want to be ramming this off. And as you notice, the plate is what actually bends the blades on these to get the desired height. As soon as it becomes straight, the blades then go back up. So when you do them back up and do it up tight, the blade will then bend to your desired height, okay? So that comes undone. So here's your blade adapter, your blade boss.
Yeah.
There's a bit of string on there, don't know how it got sucked up in there. But it's all really clean up in here, Riley. Got to get rid of that bit of string. I'll get rid of that. You mind your fingers, young man.
I help.
I know you are trying to help and you're trying to do your best. I really do understand that. But there's not enough room in here for 2 sausage fingers. Got enough problems with Dad's big shovels trying to get in here. Get a screwdriver in there. My hand, Riley. Hands out. That's it, right, that's that gone. Right, let's have a quick look at this blade, see what the blade looks like. Right, so here's my blade. And as you can see, not too bad. It wants a new edge put on it. It's not beaten up as much as I thought it would be. Oh, the big nick there, must have hit something hard there. So I'm just going to grind this back off and I'll balance it up. You've seen me how to balance stuff up before. I'll just use a nail in the vise. Just going to balance it up and sharpen it all up, give it a bit of a clean off where it needs it. And we'll come back. Right, so there's a bit of a clean up underneath the old mower as well. Put a new edge on the blade and took the dull off the back. So that's all nice and sharp. Well, not sharp, it's how it should be. blades are not actually sharp like razors, they're just a good edge. A bit of that off of there, and all I want to do now is just introduce this blade back up into where it belongs. Let me just swing it around. That's it. And all we want to do literally is make sure that these two holes line up on that plate. Should be around about there, like that. We then get our bolt, blade, assembly, put it all together, make sure it goes up round the right way. If you're not sure, take photographs before you take it off. But they are pretty much self-explanatory once you get used to them. So that goes up. In fact, I just noticed someone's written the word T on this disc. I'm assuming that means top. Maybe they had it before me. So he just noticed that. Okay. That goes on there. That'll hold in place. And I'm going to get my gun and my socket. Just wind that back on. Which is a 14mm. Bit of noise, Riley. So just make sure we got it all lined up on the two holes. Which are there somewhere. Can't even see them. There's one. There's two. Push the blade up to it. Like so. And then that bolt, if you put it in halfway home, it will self-locate itself. It's got a locating washer on it. So just take it halfway home, so it's roughly where it needs to be, and then just whack it up with the impact. On there nice and tight. That's how I like it. Yes, buddy? Yeah, make you jump, did it? You're good. And that's where it needs to be. Lovely, so I'm happy with that. We'll now move on and do this oil change. Okie dokie, now what we're going to do is pop the oil filler out. That should now be completely empty. Should be no oil in there. Hang on, buddy. Yeah, let's try and get this to locate on. There it is. So, yeah, bone dry, nothing in there. Right, and all we're going to do is literally just like a car. Just fill this girl up with oil. Start off with adding this a smallish amount, let that go through, and then we'll check it in 2 ticks. Right, so that's the first application of oil done. Let's just see where we are. I don't think we're anywhere close, to be fair. We are no, not close. So keep filling up until it reaches the top uppermost hole with a little arrows. Fill up to that level there. A little bit often. And as you can see, mine is now pretty much bang on my level. I will run it for a while and then leave it for 24 hours, and then I'll double check it again once it's settled down. But that is pretty much where it needs to be. Right, next thing, I want to do a new pull cord this year on this, because it does get a lot of starting and it is starting to fray up. So the next thing we want to do is do the pull cord. So these are pretty straightforward to do. Again, the spark plug is out. All we want to do is just literally take this cover off, which is 2 screws, Phillips heads. So let me grab my my drill. Okay, all we're going to do is just remove these screws. Like so, leave them in there, just in the cover. And then, I need to get some more oil too, nearly out of oil, Riley. There's a little tiny clip on the back of here. Put a screwdriver in there, and it just lifts out and untangle it away from the pull cord assembly. So that's pretty straightforward. Gonna get my air line and have a dust off in here. Got a bit of leaf debris and what have you, but nothing too strenuous. Bit of a blow off on there, and then we can start to disassemble this pull cord assembly. Right, with the top all now cleaned off, just going to put in a socket adapter and just want to undo this pull cord assembly top. And that will release the tank off the top. They're long nose snips, so I don't lose any of these bolts that come out. So I'll probably drop one now. So there's 3 of them to come out. Yeah. Cool, and the tank will then literally just drop back slightly. There is a pivot bolt on the side of the tank there, but that'll stay there, that's fine. I'm just now going to cut this pull cord at the top, but keep hold of it, don't let it go. And then that way the pull cord won't self-retract all the way down. Tie a knot at the end of a rope, a good size knot that doesn't fit through the hole. Then you can then let that go. So over goes the tank. Now to remove the actual pull cord assembly, there's 2 bolts here, one here and one here. One round the side and one round the other side, 4 bolts to do. And they're going to be 3/8. There's 1, 2. So it's got a much bigger extension now. Just waiting for my new extensions to come. They're still not here yet. They should be here today actually. So those bolts will go in my tray. Don't lose no bits. And I think that's pretty much it. We have to remove the oil filler, which is up the top just here. There's 1 nut there. That's probably about an 8mm. I'd say, off the top of memory, yeah, 8mm. Bear in mind we have filled this up with oil, so you don't want to be taking it all the way out. So you just lift it up ever so slightly, turn it round and put it back in the L. Like that. Is that right, Riley? What do you reckon? Is that right, Riley? Yeah, and then with that your pull cord will now lift off very gently. Lift that away and that'll expose all your inner workings. And I'm going to jet blast, compress all the soft, get all this dirt in here, so that's all nice and clean, ready for next year as well. So quick blast off, and then we get onto the pull cord. Right.
Right.
So are you here, Riley? Are you? You come back in, have you?
Yeah.
Right. There's your juice. That's a bottle of juice. On the camera, please. Not what you like for knocking stuff over. Okay. So this next step is very simple.
Where?
Made even simpler by having a 7-year-old boy in place with you. So all we've got to do is get your pull cord. Now it's very important, do not let go of this at any stage, because it will snap back and you will lose all of the cord you have and you have to rewind it. So we're hoping to get away without doing that. Right, so all you have to do is, once you've got your pull cord assembly not undone, let go please, Riley, because you'll end up knocking it all back, Sonny. Good lad. All you want to do is put the 2 ends together, the old pull cord and the new pull cord. Put the 2 ends together. Yeah. And tie them in a very small knot. Yeah. Just like so. That way it guarantees it won't snap back. Then all you want to do is literally pull the pull cord out together with the new one. And it goes to about there, okay? You then just want to snap your new pull cord, not your old. So that's the desired length you require. I just dropped on the floor. That's your desired new length for pull cord you require. And it's also still attached to the new one. So when you let it go, it'll all go back and you've got your new and old pull cord together. Okay? So that's very, very simple. The next thing you have to do, literally, is start to pull the pull cord. Once you've got it out to its maximum where it can't go any more, which is about there, you've got fins and holes on the inside. Grab a screwdriver, make sure it's pulled all the way out, and then just put your screwdriver in one of the holes somewhere there, and that will then lock that off. Put the handle all the way in, so now you can let go of it and you've got all the tension on there. You then just literally pull out the pull cord string. It has a knot on one side, and you want to cut that off. And that's done, and you pull that out. So now that pull cord, as long as that screwdriver stays in, that pull cord is wound up as it should be. Now go and find the other end of your pull cord, the one you tied in a simple knot, and literally undo that knot.
Why not?
Undo a knot, that's right, Riley. And now you have your new pull cord ready. You can just literally thread it straight through that hole, because it'll all line up in one hit. There it goes. Line it up through. Keep that screwdriver in at all times. Pull it through. And because I use slightly thinner cord, I use the 3.5 mil. Put a good double knot in the end of that. Give that a good pull, because you do not want that knot to come undone. Once that knot is tied, you then pull your pull cord back through again. You remove your screwdriver very gently, and you very gently allow the pull cord to retract back to where it was before. And then you just want to tie that in a very small knot the other end. The reason you do that is you want to put the pull cord handle back on the other side when you go to fit it. So that pull cord is now exactly the same length, all bar a couple of mil, as the other one. Let's get it back outside and let's fit that pull cord handle back on. Okay, so now we've got pull cord handle. That literally just wants to be taken out of the, they're circle clips, not long nose clips. They're long nose. Take the knot out of the pull cord housing. I'm not a fan of these new style pull cord ones. They're a bit of a pickle to get into. But you see what I'm trying to do. Just literally put the long nose pliers in there and retrieve the knot out. Once that's done, I'm going to get a lighter and just burn the end of this off. So I'm going to snip mine first. So we're a couple mil short. Snip the end off and then burn this end here. Okay, with that threaded through, you can now literally tie a good couple of knots in the end of that. Make sure it doesn't come undone, like so. That goes all the way back up the top, and that's that. So your pull cord is now re-threaded without losing the tension, and can now be reinstalled on top of the engine. And reinstallation is just the reverse of what we did to begin with. So tilt your fuel tank back, slide your pulley assembly over top, and it'll find its own way. If it doesn't quite sit down, just give the pull cord a bit of a tug, and it will find its way. We want to put the two 10 mil bolts in the back first. They're the slightly longer ones that we had, which are 10 or 3/8. And they go in the back. It's all self-explanatory once you get that fuel tank back off. Once that's off, you'll see what I'm on about. But it's not hard to see. Nick them up. And then you want to put your two 10 mil bolts in the front of the front setup, just down here. One in there. Give it a bit of a wiggle. Always got to wiggle it a little bit. Always find that helps. Riley's on the trampoline. All right, Riley. In the play.
Yeah.
Good boy. That's what it's all about. Bit of playtime. Mummy's at work today, ain't she, Riley? Sit them two up. Hey? Got to earn some pennies. We've gone on holiday this year, haven't we? Just get that off. It's just caught on there. I'll have to nick that off, you know. That'll do. That'll be alright, yeah. That's fine. Just nicked it, so. But it's quite a powerful drill, that, you know. It's the first time using it today, so I need to be a bit more careful. Okay, what's next, Riley boy? We can then tip the fuel filler all the way around, lift it out its hole, sit it up into its seat and drop it down again, and make sure it's in home on the bottom of the tank. And that's the little tiny 8mm one we've had. You alright, Riley?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
My tummy hurts.
Your tummy hurts?
Yeah.
Why does your tummy hurt? Is it because you're hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, well, should we go indoors? Well, let's get this done. When it's done, we go indoors, we'll have a sandwich and something to eat, eh? It's nearly lunchtime. Yeah? Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool. What are you going to have to eat? Ham. And that little, I'm put it on number 1 setting. Just knock it up number 2. That's enough. Okay, and then pull the pork rod out slightly, and then just literally lift this over top. You're choosing hungry, are you?
Yeah.
My boy's a hungry little lad. And then you just want your little tiny 8mm. There's 3 of them. One in there. One in the very front. One in this side. So that's that. So that's a pull cord assembly all fitted now, and the tank assembly all now done. Nearly, mate. We're getting there. We're nearly there. Hang on. It will be working very soon. Reattach your cover. The clip goes on first, which is in the centre at the back. That goes on. Just want to change that over for your Phillips driver. Number 1 setting. That one. That one. That's all on. Just got to reattach the pull cord to the top of the arm where the clip is. I'll do it in a bit. Right, we can now put the spark plug back in. Your tummy hurts. I just think you're hungry. So the spark plug can now go back in. It's just down here. That just goes into there.
Yeah, I hold it.
Spark plug spanner, Riley.
What?
Spark plug spanner. Have you seen it? I've got it.
I help.
Oh, Dad's grass box, please.
I help.
Yeah, hang on. Dad, take a couple of turns on it first. Go on in. Hold on. So tight, and then 1/2 turn. That's enough. It doesn't get any tighter than that. A 1/4 turn. Where's that go? You know, mate, don't you? Yeah. We'll have a new channel opened up soon called Riley's Mowers.
Hi guys.
What are you going to say?
Who?
What are you going to say when you open your video? You'll say to everyone, you'll say,
You.
say hi guys.
Hi guys.
And you're going to get down and get
Dirty.
good boy, well done. Get down and get dirty. Right, so
I'm hungry.
you're hungry? Yeah, very soon, mate. We're getting something to eat. I promise you. I promise you, we're going to get something to eat. Honestly, I'm not mucking with you. We will do. Right, next thing to do is just the air filter. All that's going to do. Literally. What's up, mate? It's only dogs. Then no problem at all. They won't affect us. Air filter sits in. Give it up ever so gently. I just want some flat head on there. No need to run away, mate. It's fine. Right, that's that done. So I'm gonna give it a general wipe down, and then we come back and finish up. Okay, so now it's all done. It's all been sprayed up with that WD-40 spray, which does make them look quite good. So let's try and fire it up. It's automatic choke on this one. Dead man's handling. Bit of noise, Riley boy. That's done. Good, 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 good. Okay, everybody, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't wipe your hands, Riley.
Yeah.
Good boy. So that's that one all finished up and done with. That's the Hayter 48. It's actually my lawnmower. It wasn't too bad shape, to be fair. But just in case anyone else has a Hayter 48, yeah.
What did that?
Yeah, I'll talk about it in a minute, mate. No problem.
Who?
2 minutes. I'll talk about it in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So just in case anyone else has a Hayter 48 and don't know how to service that, they're pretty straightforward. Pretty much most lawnmowers are the same. I've got a strimmer to do next.
Oh.
To get that one out because the bloke's brought it in as a quick run and repair. So, well, he says it was running. We shall see. So that's pretty good. Riley's just reminded me.
What's that? What's that?
To show everybody. Bring it inside a bit. Shut up to the camera so I can see it. That's it. Don't forget that the competition is running to win one of Micks Mowers' Let's Get Down and Dirty stickers. The link to that video is up in the top right hand corner right now.
Where?
You'll see it on the TV, mate. You did this last time. And all you have to do is go onto that video and leave a comment in the comment sections below to say Micks Mowers, Let's Get Down and Dirty, and something that rhymes with that. So we've had quite a few entries so far, and we're quite pleased, aren't we? So we ship all over the world. We're not worried about the price of that. We'll get that done. So that's cool. Yeah. Riley would also like to know if anyone else has any stickers that they would like to send him. He would very much appreciate that as well. Do you want a sticker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll put my email address below. You can contact me if that's something you're willing to do. We'll cover the postage if need be, but Riley like to have a sticker to put on the toolbox as well, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Where?
On the toolbox here, next to Jacko's one. We've only got one, so if anyone else has got a sticker,
this one.
yeah. Look, come here. Look, you got a bit of grease on your chops. You've been getting down, and getting proper.
So tight. Ow.
Getting down, and getting proper dirty.
Ow.
Okay, so we're now going to go back indoors. We're going to have some lunch.
Yeah.
Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That sounds brilliant.
Ham.
Yeah, you're having ham, yeah.
And cheese.
And a cheese straw.
Yeah.
Okay. And Crispies?
Yeah.
You're going to go pop, you will.
Pop.
You'll go pop.
Who pop?
Pop, pop. You. Pop, pop. So, the only one thing I left to do really now, I need to just double check. Do you remember the Mountford I had with a transmission issue? I do actually have a Flymo Quicksilver around the corner.
Ow.
I'm wondering before I purchase this one off of the online site, if I actually take that axle off and see if that will fit my mount field. I've got a suspicion it might do. So I might just do that off camera just to see, and then if it does fit, or it looks like it's going to fit, I'll then do a little video with doing the transmission as well. So that'd be quite cool. But thank you very much for watching Micks Mowers, from myself, Mick, and from Riley. We do thank you very much indeed. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, all that sort of beautiful stuff. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Just so we can have a bit of conversation and what have you. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Micks Mowers. Catch you later.
Happy Year!